Talk about good timing. Next door are doing their autumn cleanup, and he's got a really long handled hedge trimmer, and he's taking off right over to my side, including some of my bits that I was going to have to do. He's just flattening the whole top. I don't want to go too close because I don't want to actually get his image in the video, obviously. I'm puffed out, I just ran up the stairs. Oh, that is just such a benefit. That's going to help me so much, because it's just going to leave me with the little twiggy bits hanging over. That's going to let so much more light in now. He's taken that down a fair bit, and he's taken down bits I wouldn't have been allowed to touch really, because that hedge does belong to next door. Absolutely brilliant. Wonder what else he's going to do. Mind you, this hedge is the only bit that affects me. You may want to trim the big tree. When I went round there to discuss cutting my side of their hedge, if you see what I mean, the lady there said about the tree. She said that the people she had in to tidy up the garden and everything said about the tree, and the lady said, you can't touch that, it belongs to next door. Well, I asked the agent to ask the landlord if it would be okay to take the tree down a peg or two, and the landlord said yes, as long as the tree stays. So she doesn't want the tree removed, but she doesn't mind if it comes down. So whether they're going to, I mean, that's a proper tree surgeon job, and they'd have to do it from this side, because basically if you're going to take the top of a tree out, you have to support it. You can't just cut it off and let it fall. It has to come down on ropes and everything. That's a proper tree surgeon job. It's also high. Oh, I'm over the moon that they're doing that hedge now, because it means when I get out there to do my bit, I've got quite a bit less to do. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, timing. Well, you don't see that very often. Postman Pat delivered that yesterday. I've only just got round to opening it. When I ordered the dehumidifier, I didn't realise that was a sort of small business. It made no difference to me, you know, I did my research and everything, and that's the one I came up with that I was happy to pay for. But, well, you can read that for yourself. Thank you for your purchase, blah, 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 blah. We appreciate you choosing to support a small business, and we hope everything has been the highest standard. Please do not hesitate to contact me, blah blah blah. If you would please take a couple of minutes to leave a 5-star product review, which I have done, plus the bonus that I found with the unit, the fact that it gives off some heat. I did a little paragraph, and they sent me a free gift. This just doesn't happen in this day and age. That's really brilliant. So I'm going to go in now, because the guy's cutting the hedge, as you saw in the previous clip, and where he's standing so high on the ladder, he's looking straight at me now filming. And if I look up, he'll get embarrassed because he's looking into my garden, sort of thing. So we'll leave it at that. For those of you who saw the clip when this Vanda first opened, I said we'll keep our eye on the blooms, because the blooms open but carry on growing. And the way we're going to measure it was I was going to put my hand behind it with the stem through my fingers and see how much of my hand it covered. And at the time it got to about halfway across my little finger. So let's have a look how it does now. Now you can see how much bigger it is. Completely covers my hand and hangs over the edges. It's a good inch bigger across than it was when it first opened. They just get bigger and bigger. It's doing well. It's doing well. And certainly that won't be going anywhere when we decide what's to stay and what's to go. That'll do for today, because I've got a lot of stuff to do that's not here, not in the house. I'm off out. I've got some chores to do, some errands and things. And I'll leave you with my little saying for the day, my little, I don't know whether it's a witticism or what you call them really. They're just quotes up that you can get on t-shirts. It's a company that prints these things on different coloured t-shirts. I've just been borrowing them from them. So today's one is, sometimes I talk to myself, and then we both laugh and laugh.